Right now at noon, political fallout continues after a draft opinion was leaked showing the U.S. Supreme Court's intent to overturn Roe v. Wade. How soon the court can make their decision. Plus, local health officials say overdose deaths are rising in Dane County. What they say is causing the increase. This is News for Now at noon. Thanks for joining us on this Thursday. I'm Josh Breiter in for Mark Kane. New at noon, public health officials say synthetic opioids like fentanyl are increasing overdose deaths in Dane County.
The overdose epidemic in this country is more than just a law enforcement, a treatment, or a healthcare issue to fix. To stop deaths in our community, we need multiple agencies and multiple partners to collaborate and cooperate to make change across all systems for people who use drugs and all the systems they interact with.
Public Health Madison and Dane County officials releasing an overdose fatality review today. The number of people who died from synthetic opioids was 5 times higher from 2018 to 2020 than it was from 2014 to 2016. Researchers also found 44% of the county's drug overdose deaths were people who had multiple drugs in their system. 78% of those who died were white, and nearly 2 in 3 were male, ranging in age from 25 to 44. Public protests over abortion rights have taken place across the country all week, and while demonstrations have been peaceful, there's some concern that may change when the Supreme Court issues a ruling that could overturn Roe v. Wade. CBS's Elise Preston reports.
New fencing went up overnight, completely encircling the Supreme Court after Politico published a draft opinion showing the justices could be on the verge of overturning Roe versus Wade.
Hands off our bodies!
The demonstrations have been loud but peaceful in the days since the leak. But Justice Samuel Alito, who wrote the opinion in February, canceled a public appearance scheduled for today.
The court ruling could come as early as this month. If the justices do overturn Roe, the battle over abortion rights kicks back to the states, many of which are already working on their own legislation.
In Oklahoma, I've been very clear. I don't believe in abortion. We're trying to do everything we can to get it out of our state.
I'm a pro-choice governor, and as long as I'm governor, we're going to remain a pro-choice state.
26 states are likely to ban at least some access to abortions if Roe is defeated, including Texas, where the last anti-abortion Democrat in Congress is facing a runoff this month against a pro-abortion rights opponent.
I'm a Catholic, and I'm against abortion, but do I believe in an outright ban? No.
A recent poll shows most Texans agree with that view, with 78% saying abortion should be allowed in some form and 15% saying it should never be permitted. But Texas is one of the 13 states with so-called trigger laws that would automatically go into effect to ban abortions if Roe is overturned. Elise Preston, CBS News, the Supreme Court.
The Texas poll matches nationwide polling conducted by CBS News last November, showing 62% of Americans would want abortion to be legal in their own state in all or most cases. Well, the rain returns later today. Meteorologist Chris Reese is here with your certified most accurate forecast. Hi, Chris.
It's going to try its best to, that's for sure. You look at radar, you see that rain working its way in from the south, but also a lot of it staying to the south. We are really looking to some more spotty and isolated showers. Some of what you're seeing throughout parts of eastern Iowa. Look for these spotty and isolated showers across southern Wisconsin, especially closer to that state line. It is cloudy and it is dreary. That is for sure. And we will continue to deal with that as we go through the rest of today. 56 right now. We still have room for these temperatures to warm up just a bit. It's a northeasterly wind, which doesn't allow you to get all that warm, but I still expect us to warm up towards 58 and 59 for your highs as we continue into the afternoon. So you start to look ahead, and you see the shower chances really trying to get in here, but this particular model has now brought a lot of that rain to our south. But I'll tell you, something else happens as we start to look ahead. That's a big time warm-up. We're going to break down the weekend and some further details on that warm-up coming up.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very different, that's for sure.
Yes, it will.
All right, Chris, thank you. Well, in Dane County today, a plea hearing is scheduled for 20-year-old accused of leaving a handgun within reach of a 4-year-old who then shot himself. The child did survive. In March of 2020, the mother of the boy said 20-year-old Devon Johnson told her to lie to the police to say someone outside the apartment came and shot the child in the foot. He left the scene before police arrived and later ran from officers. Today, Johnson faces charges of bail jumping, leaving a firearm near a child, and resisting an officer. Russia's invasion of Ukraine is making a lot of countries rethink their security. As a result, the U.S. may get 2 new military allies by summer. Finland and Sweden are racing to protect themselves after Russia invaded Ukraine. More than 100 U.S. troops are training with NATO allies in Finland this week, but Sweden and Finland are not part of NATO and wouldn't be protected if Moscow chose to invade them next. That's why both countries are considering a NATO bid.
I think it's everybody's interest that different countries would move as fast as possible. That would be the best security guarantee that we could have.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken says the U.S. backs their membership, but the Kremlin warns if the Nordic nations join NATO, Moscow will move their nukes closer to Finland's border. Several properties were damaged after tornadoes touched down in Texas and Oklahoma. Dramatic video of a twister was captured as it struck near the town of Maud. No injuries were reported in these storms, but several buildings and homes were damaged. The American Red Cross has opened a shelter for those impacted by the storms. Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt surveyed the damage this morning.
Structures can be rebuilt, and so Oklahomans are out all through the streets right now clearing debris, and we'll rebuild, and we're just thankful that no one was hurt.
According to Oklahoma Gas and Electric, as many as 7,700 customers are without power right now. The man arrested for attacking Dave Chappelle has been charged with felony assault with a deadly weapon. The comedian was tackled on stage Tuesday in the middle of his performance at the Hollywood Bowl. Police say the suspect checked Chappelle in a rap song. While the motive is unclear, police are looking into how the 23-year-old Isaiah Lee got a replica handgun with a knife blade so close to Chappelle. Chappelle was not injured, even continuing his performance at the Netflix Is a Joke comedy festival. Lee is being held on a $30,000 bond. Happening today, the TSA is looking for more workers. It's hosting a hiring event today and tomorrow from 9 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon, both days at the Sheraton Madison Hotel. Both full and part-time jobs are available. If you're interested, you can apply and go through the complete multiple steps of the hiring process at the event. Well, happening now on Madison's east side, the Old Brick Botanical Gardens corpse plant is officially blooming today. The gardens have 4 of these smelly plants, and this one hasn't bloomed since 2010. And don't wait to see it. The bloom will only last a little over a day before it collapses. They've extended visiting hours today. The Bolts Conservatory will be open until 7 o'clock tonight. Corpse flowers earned their name from their putrid bloom, which smells like rotten flesh, as a way to attract pollinators. We'll still head on News 3 now at noon. Stocks rose yesterday, but the picture not quite as rosy today.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon.
When you decide it's time to look at replacing your gutters, you have options. There are a number of replacement gutter systems on the market. Hi, Andrew Larson here, owner of Larson Home Services. My team has spent lots of time looking at the best one on the market, and we found it, Gutter Shutter. Gutter Shutter sets the standard for performance, durability, and beauty with thicker aluminum, wider gutter size, and it's available in 18 beautiful colors. Best of all, Gutter Shutter is 100% made in the USA and guaranteed for as long as your home is standing. My team is dedicated to provide what we like to call the Larson experience. From your first call until well after the job is done, you will be treated like you're part of the Larson family. Please check out our Google reviews and see what customers have to say about us. We'd love to show you why Gutter Shutter means you can stay off the ladder forever. Right now, get up to $1,000 off, free financing for 12 months, and a $100 Visa gift card with your new Gutter Shutter system. Call now to set up your free estimate.
RHD Plumbing has the most reliable professionals in the industry. with honesty you can trust to deliver quality products and workmanship. Dedicated to being the best. So when you need a plumber for an important upgrade or 24-hour emergency service, call RHD. For your home or business, get the job done right the first time with no surprises with the reliable, honest, and dedicated plumbing professionals of RHD Plumbing, proud partner of the Green Bay Packers.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
It's not an I thing, Dad. It's a we thing.
Get 25% off after spending $25 when you order online. Order now at papamurphys.com.
Even liberal fact checkers say Democrats have repeatedly lied about me. Now they distorted my record on the tax relief I got for more than 90% of American businesses. The truth is, because of my efforts, small businesses like these on Main Street were able to stay competitive with the big guys. I held firm so that all businesses got tax cuts, allowing them to grow and create good-paying jobs. I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
Whether you have a design emergency or you just want to shop the best furniture showroom in town, you need Dwellings, Madison's best-kept secret for design and furniture. Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
As expected, the Fed raised rates by 0.5 percentage point to fight inflation, its largest hike in more than 2 decades. What made investors happy was hearing Chairman Jerome Powell say the central bank is not planning any hikes larger than that, though more increases are still planned. Rising interest rates also mean higher mortgage rates. Pair that with record high home prices, and it's no surprise that a record low number of Americans think it's a good time to buy a house. According to pollster Gallup, just 30% of adults say it is the right time to settle down. It's the first time that number has even been below 50% since the survey began in 1978. 4.4 million taxpayers are due some money back after finding out that free does not necessarily mean free. Intuit, the parent company of TurboTax, will pay $141 million to customers who were deceived by its misleading advertisements for free tax filing services. As part of a settlement with all 50 states, customers will receive about $30 for each year they paid for TurboTax's services. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, go to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Matt Piper.
And a look at stocks at the noon hour. They are taking a beating after a big rally yesterday. The Dow down more than 1,000 points. NASDAQ down more than 600. S&P 500 down close to 160 points this midday. The White House has a plan to replenish the country's emergency oil reserve. The Emergency Department announcing a buyback plan today where the government would seek bids to buy 60 million barrels of crude oil. It would be the first time since the early 2000s that the Energy Department has acquired large quantities of oil for the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. The stockpile has been drained by the war in Ukraine and sales mandated by Congress to raise revenue. Well, the party's over. Airbnb says the company is putting strict new rules in place to crack down on unauthorized parties at rental properties during the summer holidays. Airbnb says users without a history of positive reviews will not be allowed to book a home for only one night. The restrictions come after 2 teens were killed at a large party held last month at a property in Pittsburgh rented through the app, where many of the guests were minors. Well, still to come this noon, Pam Yankee has your latest farm markets. And after a day of sunshine, we're talking about more rain on the way for southern Wisconsin. Chris Reese is timing it out in his first warm forecast.
The lowest prices of the season sale is happening now at Ashley. Save up to $1,100 on Serta Perfect Sleeper. Save up to $500 on a Purple mattress. Get $300 in free furniture on Tempur-Pedic, plus special financing and guaranteed 5-day delivery on in-stock items. Only at Ashley.
It's easy to think that all money managers are pretty much the same, but at Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
Different how? You saw high commission investment products, right?
Nope, Fisher avoids them.
Well, you must earn commissions on trades.
Never at Fisher Investments.
Okay, then you probably sneak in some hidden and layered fees.
No. We structure our fees so we do better when clients do better. That might be why most of our clients come from other money managers. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
Hey, everybody, who's coming to the big show?
Meet me at Vet Aid, Saturday, June 11th at Oakshot Gaming and Casino in Wisconsin Dells for an all-day outdoor event. Come out for classic cars, trucks, and motorcycles during the day and stay for the concert at night. Featuring country superstar Trace Atkins, Runaway June, The Mascot Theory, and Beth Killyman. All benefiting Heat and Housing for Heroes. Visit VetAidWI.com for more details.
My dad risked everything to start a little construction company. He was the welder, and my mom drove the dump truck. Nothing fancy about that, but it was theirs. I'm Tim Michaels, and I'm proud to follow in his footsteps, growing the business from a few hundred employees to today, over 8,000. I'm not a politician. I'm a businessman who knows how to get things done, create jobs, and how to lead. And that's exactly what I'll do as governor.
Tim Michaels for governor.
The lowest prices of the season sale is happening now at Ashley. Up to 64% off hot new looks. Plus, get an additional 10% off at checkout. Doorbuster savings throughout the store. And pay no interest for 36 months. Only at Ashley.
News 3 Now is taking action to find and deliver the news stories that matter where you live.
Taking action to uncover the truth, getting answers, and finding solutions that can make an impact in your life and our community where we all live.
Taking action for South Central Wisconsin. News 3 Now.
Dane County Boys and Girls Clubs are throwing a party, and you're invited.
Tomorrow, learn how you can take part in a night of fun to help kids succeed in school and beyond.
Plus, we're going to break down the weekend weather as you celebrate Mom. That's tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Let's check in now with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report. How you doing on this Thursday, Pam?
Hey, we're closer to the weekend, Josh. Closer to those 80-degree temperatures we were talking about this morning. So I'll tie a knot and hang on. Right now, as a matter of fact, there's some friends in agriculture heading up to Lodi. Marta Angus in Lodi is hosting Wisconsin Ag Secretary Randy Romansky and some other invited guests. They're focused in on Wisconsin's beef industry. May is Beef Month, and they want to make sure that people are clear on just how important the beef industry is in the state. I see that Governor Tony Evers just announced the recipients of the 2022 Meat Processor Grants. Now, this is one of those programs that we recognize was very necessary during the pandemic when we basically could not find a place to get processing done. The unfortunate part is they only had about $200,000 worth of available grant monies. They had more than 100 applicants that requested more than $4.4 million in grant requests. So the demand far outstripped what was available. In the end, the 5 meat processors that received money: Nordic Meats out of Iroquois, Paulie's Chop Shock in Luxembourg, J.M. Watkins in Plum City, Crescent Meats of Cadott, and Sorg Farm Packing in Darien. So like I said, the demand far outstripped available monies. I'm sure that that's something Randy Romansky will be talking about this afternoon up in Lodi. And we're getting ready with June Dairy Months. You might as well have the real information when it comes to June Dairy celebrations. I just talked to Tina Peterson from Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin, and she said they have got a lot of events that are back online in June and beyond. Want to find out more? Go to wisconsindairy.org. Gonna be busy. Barrel cheese today in Chicago was up a nickel at $2.38. 40-pound block cheese gained 1/4 cent at $2.35, and double A butter up a penny on Thursday to finish the day at $2.66 a pound. I'll have to drag you along with me this year, Josh. We'll get back in the groove right along with the Farm Babe to all our June Dairy events.
Hey, you know I'd love to be right there alongside you. I'm itching to get out.
Buddy.
You can tell everyone's just excited to get out and do things again, Pam.
I think we're going to see record crowds.
I believe it, for sure. All right, Pam, we'll see you tomorrow morning. Well, it is Cinco de Mayo. Every year on the 5th of May, Americans celebrate Mexican-American heritage and pride. The United States Congress issued a proclamation back in 2005 calling on Americans to observe Cinco de Mayo. Most people do so by enjoying a Mexican-themed meal and drinks like tacos and margaritas. You can also explore Mexican culture, music, dance, and film. Well, if you take a look outside right before dawn this week, you could spot a meteor. The American Meteor Society says it was first visible early this morning, but it should still be visible tomorrow as well. These meteors are debris from Halley's Comet, which is only visible to Earth every 76 years. NASA says they travel 148,000 miles per hour and produce glowing trains that remain in the sky for several seconds. Unfortunately, Chris Reese is here to explain how the clouds might prevent us from seeing anything, Chris.
I know, 148,000 miles per hour, though. It sounds like wind in the upper Midwest half the time. But we are tracking more showers moving into the picture, and that's going to bring more cloud cover. So if you were looking for the meteor shower, No, you don't get the best opportunity to see that. Most of the shower activity has been to our south as we've gone through today. In fact, there's tornado watches throughout parts of the Arklatex, so that's Arkansas, Louisiana, and parts of Texas. Farther to the north, though, these are the showers that we are going to be watching moving in. You've got some throughout parts of eastern Iowa. They're going to try to work their way into southern Wisconsin, but as I expected, we're still dry. And it's not going to be until later that we get any showers to move in. That's if they do it. The model trends today have continued to suppress this rain chance farther and farther to the south. Temperatures are incredible, though. Upper 50s for just about all of us. Camp Douglas is at 61. Same for La Crosse. It is 62 for our friends in Black River Falls. Where's it a little bit cooler? The Lake Shore. We are so sorry, Milwaukee. Stuck into the 40s as we go throughout today. They might make it into the low 50s. We're at 56 in Madison. Winds are out of the east to northeast, at about 8 miles per hour there, and we're going to continue to see that easterly to northeasterly wind in some capacity as we go throughout today, but still temperatures should warm up to about 59. Some of us make it to 60 for your highs today, but the rain chances, here they are, much farther to the south now, and they're battling out some drier air, so we might actually get lucky enough to be rain-free all together. Tomorrow into the afternoon, it's more upper 50s and temperatures that are going to be closer to 60. Notice the raindrops wanting to stay south of the state line. So this has been a developing trend. It is something to watch. I'm not going to completely take that rain chance out of the forecast for tonight and tomorrow just yet, but I will keep my eye on it. Saturday, 1:30 in the afternoon, a sky full of sun, mid-60s. It gets good, folks. It gets really good. Your Mother's Day also mainly going to be dry. We'll notice a little bit more cloud cover. Temperatures are going to be into the mid-60s for your highs on Mother's Day. And here's that pattern, just kind of showing you the weekend overall. Other than cloud cover and a minor chance for a shower into the afternoon, it's generally a drier pattern that we move into, and it's going to become a much warmer pattern too. I want to show you this. Check out the warmer colors here. We watch this ridge of warmth really begin to develop across our part of the country, and as we start to move into the middle of next week, we are in for some incredibly warmer temperatures. Cool in the west, cool in the far east. We get the heat. Temperatures going to be going all the way up into the mid-80s. They may be too cool. Some of those temperatures might actually need a bit of a boost, if I'm being honest, but mid-80s at least, with humidity as well, which means each afternoon will feature a chance for thunderstorms to pop up.
You know, you say the humidity, it's like we're going from it wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for that darn wind to it's not the heat, it's the humidity.
And we are doing it in the course of a weekend, Josh.
Here in Wisconsin, you never know what you're going to get.
Exactly.
All right, Chris, thank you. Up next at noon, let's see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Grab a bag of quinoa and get ready as we dish up a new salad that's packed with protein. Did I mention it's pretty tasty, too?
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Create your perfect room for relaxing, entertaining, and more with patio enclosures. Right now, get up to $6,500 off your sunroom. Plus, enjoy exceptional financing. Call today. Patio enclosures.
Get your car out of the garage and cleaned off this spring with 11% off automotive products. Now at Menards. Turtle Wax Max Power Wash provides maximum strength cleaning. The more wash you use, the stronger the cleaning power becomes. It's just $4.99 after sale price and 11% rebate. Handle tough grime with Brute by Briggs & Stratton. Save $60 on this 3,000 PSI pressure washer. It's $269.99 after sale price and 11% rebate. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
A trucking accident can be devastating and complex. Gingras, Thompson & Walk's law firm wants you to be informed. From the freight and trucking companies to the owner-operators, the liability can be unclear. Too many victims settle without understanding their rights. You need a law team like GTW, who has a history of winning cases with large settlements for victims, to investigate and advocate for you. Contact GTW lawyers for a free consultation. All in to win. Gingras, Thompson & Walks.
Now you can bring gorgeous, fresh, organic vegetables to your table in just 3 easy steps. Step 1, go to gardenmats.com. Step 2, use our garden planner to lay out your entire garden in order. Within days, garden mats are delivered from our factory right to your door. Step 3, lay the mats down according to your design and plant. After that, spend your summer trying to keep up with each other, not your weeds. Go to gardenmats.com today.
Nothing beats a great night's sleep on a new Tempur-Pedic from Steinhoffels. The Tempur-Breeze uses next-generation cooling technology, allowing you to sleep up to 8 degrees cooler all night long. Right now, get $300 in Steinhoffels cash when you upgrade to the Tempur-Ergo Smart Base. It automatically adjusts to snoring while you sleep. Plus, with Steinhoffels special financing and free delivery, buying a new Tempur-Pedic has never been easier. Relax, it's Steinhoffels.
Create your perfect room for relaxing, entertaining, and more with patio enclosures. Right now, get up to $6,500 off your sunroom. Plus, enjoy exceptional financing. Call today. Patio enclosures.
If you know us here in the Test Kitchen, we're not big on following fads or rushing after this or that trend just because a few people tout it. After all, how many times do we hear about something that's popular and it's either not readily available or the taste is just okay? But now that quinoa has become so mainstream and many of us have recognized all of its benefits, it's a great option to add to our pantry. So let me show you a salad that features quinoa in a whole new way. We start by cooking some quinoa according to the package directions. Takes just minutes. After it cools, we toss in some broccoli florets, a red pepper that we chunked up, a good amount of chopped red onion, and some crumbled feta. Of course, to make sure there's lots of flavor, we add in some dried oregano, salt, pepper, and a generous amount of a Greek-style dressing. Can't get any easier than that. Once this is tossed and chills for about an hour, it's ready to team with any of our mealtime favorites. Between the crunch of the veggies, the heartiness of the quinoa, and the wow we get from the dressing, what's not to love? To get the recipe for our quinoa veggie salad, all you have to do is visit our website. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a different kind of way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
It is time to introduce you to our Pet of the Week, and it's a dynamic senior duo, Papa and Chica. Papa is a 12-year-old male snowshoe cat, while Chica is a 16-year-old female tortoiseshell. They are a bonded pair and must be adopted together. They're looking for a laid-back retirement home where they can snuggle together, nap, and reach out to their family when they want attention and affection. If interested in meeting Papa and Chica, you can ask for them in the adoption center, as they are currently snuggling on a desk chair in a staff member's office. Delta Beer Lab on East Badger Road has selected the Dane County Humane Society as their May nonprofit partner. They say they pay their employees a living wage and revenue, so sharing, so they don't accept the tips. But if you feel so inclined to show your appreciation for service, all the tips this month go to the Humane Society. And some good news for this noon for the two previous pets. Shaughnessy the cat featured last week and Earl the dog featured the week before have been adopted. We love to hear it. If you are interested in adopting or checking out some of the animals at the Dane County Humane Society, you can go to giveshelter.org. Chris Reese is here with the final look at the forecast.
All right, so we at least have a chance to see some showers, but the reality is it may just be cloud cover across southern Wisconsin. A lot of the showers staying to our south. So this is a dry trend. Lately, things have trended wetter and wetter. We are trending drier on this one. 65 and beautiful by the weekend. Sunday will feature a little bit more cloud cover, then it is 80s next week. So get the pools out, get the sunscreen out as we start to really kind of make our way closer to summer, Josh.
All right, Chris Reese, thank you. Go make it a great day, folks. Chris and I will see you dark and early tomorrow at 4:30.